From the dusty streets of Nagreg to the blazing lights of Anfield, Mohamed Salah's journey is one of faith, resilience, and greatness. Written off, doubted, and tested, he rose to become a global icon, not just winning trophies, but changing perceptions and inspiring millions across the world. In the quiet Egyptian village of Nagreg, a young boy chased a worn football across dusty streets, dreaming far beyond the fields around him. With no academies, no spotlight, and little support, Mohamed Salah's journey began with pure belief, a spark that would one day ignite stadiums across the world. As a teenager, Salah spent hours every day traveling across Egypt just to train, juggling schoolwork with exhausting journeys that few would endure. While others rested, he chased his dream through sacrifice and fatigue, building the relentless hunger that would define his rise to greatness. Salah's professional journey began at El Moukawloon in 2010, where his raw speed and fearless attacking caught immediate attention. Skinny but electric, he played with urgency beyond his years, announcing himself as a rare talent, a young Egyptian whose ceiling seemed far higher than the league he started in. As Salah's career began to rise, Egypt's league was halted by political unrest, bringing football to a sudden standstill. For many young players, dreams faded in the uncertainty. But for Salah, the pause became a turning point, a moment of risk that would soon open the door to Europe. In 2012, Swiss champions Basel took a chance on the young Egyptian, offering Salah his first step into European football. Leaving home, language, and comfort behind, he arrived with little reputation but enormous determination, ready to prove that his dream belonged on a bigger stage. On Europe's biggest stage, Salah stunned Chelsea with fearless pace and clinical finishing, scoring against them twice in the Champions League. The performances turned heads instantly, including at Stamford Bridge itself, transforming an unknown winger into a must-have talent almost overnight. At Chelsea, opportunities were scarce and confidence began to fade. Surrounded by stars and tactical demands, Salah struggled to find rhythm or trust on the pitch. The Premier League dream felt fragile, a harsh lesson that talent alone wasn't enough to guarantee success. A loan move to Fiorentina in 2015 gave Salah freedom, and he exploded back to life. Defenders couldn't match his speed, confidence returned, and goals followed. In Italy, the pressure eased and the joy came back, reminding everyone of the devastating player hidden beneath doubt. At Roma, Salah evolved from a quick winger into a complete attacking force. Goals, assists, and relentless movement made him one of Serie A's most dangerous players. No longer just potential, he became decisive, a player capable of changing matches and carrying expectations. With every season at Roma, Salah sharpened his finishing, decision-making, and tactical awareness. He was no longer just fast. He was ruthless and intelligent. Europe began to see a world-class forward emerging, one ready to dominate at the very highest level of the game. In 2017, Liverpool brought Salah back to England, where unfinished business awaited. Critics questioned the fee and his past struggles in the Premier League, but he arrived sharper, stronger, and fearless, determined to prove he belonged among the world's elite attackers. Salah's first season at Liverpool was nothing short of explosive. Goals came from every angle: left foot rockets, delicate finishes, solo runs. He shattered the Premier League record for a 38-game season, silencing doubters and turning one-season wonder into pure myth. The 2018 Champions League final promised glory but ended in agony. An early injury forced Salah off in tears, his dream slipping away on football's biggest stage. As Real Madrid celebrated, he watched from the sidelines, a painful reminder of how cruel greatness can be. 1 year later, Liverpool returned to the final, and so did Salah. Calm under pressure, he converted an early penalty to set the tone for victory. When the whistle blew, redemption was complete. From tears to triumph, he had rewritten his own ending. In 2020, Liverpool ended a 30-year wait for the league title, and Salah stood at the heart of it. Goals, consistency, and relentless drive powered the charge as Anfield erupted in celebration. He wasn't just part of history. He was one of the players who made it happen. Salah delivered goals that felt impossible, weaving through defenders, bending shots into corners, turning tight spaces into masterpieces. Against the biggest teams and on the grandest stages, he produced moments that stopped time, transforming matches into memories etched in football history. For Egypt, Salah was more than a star. He was hope. Every touch carried expectation, every goal sparked celebration across a nation. In qualifiers and tournaments alike, he bore the pressure with calm determination, becoming the symbol of Egypt's footballing dreams. In 2018, Egypt returned to the World Cup after nearly 3 decades, driven by Salah's heroics in qualification. Despite arriving injured, he still found the net, lifting spirits back home. It wasn't just participation, it was the restoration of national pride on football's grandest stage. As Egypt's leader, Salah carried the expectations of millions with quiet strength. Calm under pressure and driven by pride, he became more than a captain. He was a symbol of unity and belief, inspiring fans across Africa and the Middle East every time he stepped onto the pitch. Amid constant speculation about his future, Salah chose commitment over uncertainty, signing a new deal with Liverpool in 2022. It was a statement of loyalty, proof that his bond with the club ran deeper than headlines, money, or rumors swirling around Europe's transfer market. Crowned African Player of the Year multiple times, Salah's dominance was undeniable. His performances transcended club success, earning admiration across the continent. He became a benchmark for excellence, proof that African talent could lead world football's biggest stages. Cutting in from the right became his signature move, a burst of speed, a shift onto his left foot, and a precise finish beyond helpless goalkeepers. Defenders knew what was coming, yet still couldn't stop it. Salah had perfected the art of the inverted winger. Milestones fell with relentless regularity, fastest to 100 goals, then 150, then beyond. Each celebration added another line to Liverpool's history books. What once seemed extraordinary became routine, as Salah redefined consistency at the highest level of English football. Despite global fame, Salah never forgot Nagrig. Investments in schools, hospitals, and community projects transformed his hometown, proving his success was shared. For locals, he wasn't just a superstar. He was their own, a reminder that greatness can grow from humble soil. Alongside Sadio Mane, Salah formed one of football's most lethal partnerships, and one of its most intense. Goals poured in, but so did rivalry. Competition pushed both men to higher levels, proving that tension, when harnessed, can fuel extraordinary success. Under Jurgen Klopp, Salah became a machine of consistency. The system amplified his strengths: pressing, pace, movement, finishing. Trust from his manager unlocked his full potential, turning a brilliant attacker into a relentless force feared across Europe. Domestic cups added fresh silver to Liverpool's cabinet as Salah delivered when it mattered most. Finals demanded composure, and he provided it. Decisive moments, crucial contributions, relentless drive. Success was no longer occasional. It had become a habit. In 2022, another Champions League final ended in heartbreak as Real Madrid prevailed once more. Salah fought tirelessly, seeking redemption for past pain, but the night belonged to others. The defeat cut deep, a reminder that even the greatest journeys face recurring trials. Staggering offers from abroad promised unimaginable wealth, testing Salah's future. Yet amid the noise, his focus remained clear: loyalty to Liverpool and unfinished ambitions on the pitch. For him, legacy outweighed fortune, and commitment spoke louder than temptation. Behind the goals lay relentless professionalism. strict diet, tireless training, and meticulous recovery. While others faded, Salah endured, maintaining elite performance year after year. Longevity wasn't luck. It was engineered through sacrifice, turning discipline into his hidden advantage. Salah's rise lit a path for countless young African players who dared to dream of Europe. From village pitches to city academies, his story proved the journey was possible. He became more than a star. He became belief made visible across an entire continent. Statistics began to mirror legend. Goals, assists, and records stacked into figures rarely seen in club history. Analysts debated eras, fans compared icons, but the numbers were undeniable. Salah wasn't just excellent. He was rewriting what greatness looked like in red. Against Liverpool's fiercest rivals, Salah delivered when stakes were highest. Manchester United, Everton, title contenders, no occasion seemed too large. In packed stadiums and tense atmospheres, he thrived, producing goals that shifted momentum and etched his name into rivalry folklore. Away from the spotlight, Salah remained reserved and humble, guided by faith and family. He avoided controversy, letting actions speak louder than interviews. In an era of noise, his calm presence stood out, proof that greatness doesn't always need a loud voice. From Cairo to Kuala Lumpur to Liverpool, Salah's image became instantly recognizable. Shirt sales soared, crowds chanted his name worldwide, and his influence crossed borders and cultures. He wasn't just representing a club, he was representing a global phenomenon. With every season, Salah's legacy deepened, placing him alongside Liverpool's greatest ever players. Goals, trophies, and unforgettable nights turned admiration into reverence. At Anfield, his name now echoes like those before him, not just remembered, but immortalized. Twice he carried Egypt to the brink of continental glory, only to fall at the final hurdle. The silver medal weighed heavy, the dream painfully close, yet unfinished. But defeat didn't diminish him. It sharpened his resolve, fueling the ambition to return stronger. As raw pace gradually softened, Salah's intelligence sharpened. He read spaces earlier, created chances for others, and dictated tempo with experience. No longer just a sprinter, he became a strategist, proof that great players adapt as the game and time move forward. Once doubted in England, Salah returned to shatter expectations, transforming rejection into dominance. Goals, records, and trophies rewrote his story completely. What began as a setback became the foundation of greatness, a reminder that destiny often emerges from resilience. From Nagrig's dusty streets to Anfield's roaring nights, Salah's journey became legend. He didn't just win trophies. He changed perceptions, inspired millions, and carried dreams across continents. History wasn't something he chased. It was something he became. From the dusty streets of Nagrig to the thunder of Anfield, Mohamed Salah didn't just rise. He redefined what was possible, rejected, doubted, tested. Yet every setback became fuel, every obstacle, a stepping stone. He didn't just win trophies. He carried a nation, he inspired a continent, and he became a symbol of belief for millions around the world. This is more than football. This is legacy. This is the story of the Egyptian king. If you enjoyed this documentary, drop a like, comment your favorite Salah moment, and subscribe for more football legends and stories, and tell us which player should we cover next, because the next legend might already be writing history.